it's Katie from Little Warriors, and I'm just here today to give you a tour of my classroom for the 2015-2016 school year. Okay, so we're going to start it in the hallway. My classroom's not very big, so I have to have a lot of stuff out in the hallway too. So up here, I found this picture. It says children only have one childhood, and then I just put pictures of all of a bunch of my kids from previous years on the wall. Okay, and then over here is my bulletin board for this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to change it out yet or not. It turned out really cute. I just used this shiplap, like a rustic kind of background, and then these little clothespins that I found at the Target dollar bins, so I can just hang student work from those clothespins. On my door, I have a little class dojo display. I just started using that this year. And then the plan is, I don't have a whole lot of room in my classroom again, so I decided to put this out on my door. When the kids get so many points, I have these little sticky, self-adhesive eyeballs, and when they get so many points, they get to stick an eyeball on their little character on the door so everybody can see how many eyeballs they have. This side of the door has my Little Warriors on it, and then I found this sign at Hobby Lobby also, love Hobby Lobby. It says, "Be a warrior, don't give up." So I thought that was perfect for my theme and my classroom. Okay, so we're in my classroom now. Over here we just have the bookshelf and my calendar. Up here, I originally got this idea from Erica Borer. She took pictures of her birthdays. It's been around for a while now, but that was her idea originally. And you just post pictures of their birthdays so everybody can see whose birthday's coming up and when their birthday is. I have warrior theme because if you haven't noticed, where I work, we are the Westland Warriors. So warrior is our mascot. Our colors are orange and black. So I just incorporate that into my whole classroom and my blog and everything. Over here is where my easel is. You guys, I got this amazing easel last year from Donor's Choose. If you haven't done Donor's Choose before, you just write up this really super simple couple little paragraphs and tell what you're gonna need it for and use it for. And then people donate and get you this stuff. You don't have to pay anything. And this is like probably an $800 easel, and I got it for free. So you just have to do a little bit of work, but it is so worth it. This is one of my favorite areas in my classroom. My mother-in-law actually made, I have a lot of questions about this when people see it on my blog and on Instagram and stuff. My mother-in-law made this for me. So I just kind of told her what I wanted, showed her some pictures off of Pinterest, and then she is an amazing seamstress, and she just made exactly what I wanted. Over here is my growth chart. In our portfolios, I just measure the kids every month just to see how much they've grown, just as a little keepsake for them at the end of the year. And again, Hobby Lobby has such amazing prints, and they just happen to match my classroom theme perfectly. An orange teepee. Then there's a little teepee that says, "Be brave, little one. Kids, you'll move mountains." And then this one's perfect above my growth chart. It says, "Great things take time to grow." That's very important to me for my kids to be able to play. So I have a little kitchen set. This was a really, really old kitchen set from the pre-K classroom. And my mom took it and spray painted it with stainless steel spray paint and kind of spruced it up a little bit, and now it's as good as new. So sensory tables are really big if you buy one, but I just made one, found directions on Pinterest, and made it out of PVC pipe. Then over here real quick, in kindergarten you have to have things very easily accessible. So you don't waste any time. Kids can just go grab what they need real quick and just keep going. So I have buckets over here with labels red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and any colors that we need. So if their red crayon breaks or they can't find one, they just come over and grab it. Hey, over here is where all of our stuff for center time is. We have literacy centers and math centers. Now, tomorrow will be our second complete week of school. So far we've just been doing play centers to kind of get used to the rules and the structure of center time. But next week we're going to start academic centers. I think this class is ready. So we have literacy centers and math centers. And then these awesome little cabinets that I found this summer are from IKEA. And this is where the early finishers at center time will go to get to their can-do centers. So these drawers just pull out, and then they can take these little drawers anywhere in the room and get to work on their second center. Up here I just have a little work display across the top of this kind of homemade bulletin board. I just glued bulletin board paper to the wall with hot glue, and then just kind of decorated it. Again, clothespins from the dollar spot. And then this idea actually came from Katie Knight from Teacher to the Core. She found these giant googly eyes, and she made a little behavior system for the whole class, and she put, "I like what I see." I decided to make it into a 10 frame, and whenever they get 10 giant googly eyes, so every time somebody's doing what they're supposed to do, they get a googly eye, and I just stick it on their 10 frame. It's Velcro, so it just sticks there, and then when they fill up their 10 frame, they'll get some kind of incentive or some kind of party. Okay, then this is just my class library. My brother gave me these shelves a few years ago, and they work perfectly. I don't know if you know, but Big Lots has the best containers. They're super sturdy, hard plastic. They don't bend at all. And they're just the perfect size if you turn the books this way to fit really any size book in. And then these are just labels that I made. And then on every book, it has a matching label so that the kids can easily take books and know where they go back. I know I've said this quite a few times now, but there's not a whole lot of space in here. So I just used one of my shelves that was already storing things. Mess behind here of junk. And that's where I put my computer. My keyboard is just a wireless keyboard right here. So it just is another space saver. On front of the shelf, I covered it with a pocket chart, so it hides the mess, and it's where they put their centers work when they're finished with center time. Okay, over here is where our listening center is, and then under here is a shelf where I just have all of our materials that we need at any time of the day, so that they're easily accessible for the kids, so the kids can just come over and grab what they need and get back to work. There's just erasers, glue sticks, scissors, highlighters, anything we need throughout the day. These letters that I have up here that spell read, these are from Hobby Lobby. I just painted them black and then used one of those circle sponges to put dots on them. This awesome shelf I found at IKEA, and it's perfect for my classroom because these drawers, they come in white, orange, and black. Seriously. Okay, so in these drawers is where we keep our response sheets. Okay, so there's lots of drawers for the different response sheets that we have so the kids can easily find them. These drawers is where we keep the little cards for every month, so I don't have to go digging for them, so they're easy for me to find. There's also just little extra clips and stuff in here. Up here is where, right now, we have the August and September words. This pack is from Dee Dee Wills. It's my favorite writing station pack. It's awesome. She has it for every month. So I just hung ribbon across here, and then I have these little mini clothespins so that I just switch those out real easy every month. And then up at the top, up here on my wall, I have this sign. It says, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." That is a Dr. Seuss quote. And then around that little quote are all of the pictures from my previous classes. This is my 13th year teaching kindergarten here at this school. And so my very first kindergarten class are now seniors in high school. Okay, and the person that's actually videoing me right now is one of my former students. He is a senior in high school, so he's in my very first kindergarten class. Do you want to get in this shot?
I can, here, I'll do this so I can show the technology.
That's Ethan. First kindergarten class. So his picture is up here on the wall. Back here is pretty much a gigantic mess, but it's kind of organized. On these shelves, I have these little containers where there is my centers for each month, for each theme actually, are in these containers. So that's where all my center stuff is. And then I got these bags off Amazon a while back. This is what you have to do when you have a really small classroom, okay? You have to figure out how to use the space perfectly. So these are some big bags that I found on Amazon for my bulletin board and just stuff, anchor charts, things that you use each month. And then, like, I was just throwing them on top of a cabinet, but a parent volunteer, Tina, was in here one day and she's like, why don't you get some of those big hooks that they have from like Lowe's or Home Depot? So I got one of those, hung them to the back of my cabinet. So now they're just super easy to reach and super organized. This whole wall back here is lockers. They were really ugly until a couple years ago. My mom came in and she painted them with chalkboard paint. So now they're pretty. And when somebody has a birthday, or if I'm out and there's gonna be a sub here, I can write little notes on their lockers. I usually use colorful sidewalk chalk, and then I can write little notes on their lockers, and they think that's pretty cool. I just wanted to show you this painting real quick that one of my high school friends, that he's an amazing artist. His name's Adam Brink, and he painted this little painting for me to match my little warriors from my blog and from my classroom decor.
You can go.
Okay, so on my roster this year, I have 31 kids, 26 of them in here at all times, so my space is very limited. These little containers, I have a lot of questions about my little desk table organization, so I thought I'd talk about that real quick. These are actually plastic, they look like little Chinese takeout containers from Oriental Trading, and I just cut off the little flaps and then printed out some clip art, put it on the front so that the crayons stay organized so the kids can grab them quick without searching for them. But these are what I get the most questions about. These little name tags, they take up very little space, which is what I was going for. And this is just a binder clip. You just take the metal pieces off. Before you take the metal pieces off, just open it up, you slide your name tag in, and I do put a little hot glue there so that they can't pull them out. And then I just stick a piece of Velcro here on the bottom, and then stick them at their table. And then when I want to change my seating arrangement, that's really easy to just pull that off and then switch the kids' names around. Okay, up here, I try to use every tiny little space in my classroom. And up here I just hung borders, and then I glued on, again, clothespins from the Dollar Spot from Target. And then every time we introduce a little words chunk or spelling chunk, we just hang them on the clothespin so that the kids, you'd be amazed by the end of the year how well they can write.